like a teacher.
Hello. Hello, Hannah.
Was that a hello for me? I'm so sorry. Hi.
I'm Laurie.
I'm Hannah. Stop moving your
we're
chair.
Journey with the Gingers.
I'm laying.
Are you laying on my chair?
Yes.
That would have been sad if you would have hit the floor with it.
You would have been like, I would have laughed. But I would have helped you out.
So, we have an awesome guest tonight. He's down in the green room. It's Billy J from Captain Billy J Travels, and we'll be introducing him shortly. And if you have some good news to share, please put it in the chat. Also, if you have a countdown, if you're about to reach a milestone, if you're a creator, anything that you want to share, just put it in the chat.
Crap.
What did you do?
Oh, crap. Do you see what I see?
No.
That.
Oh. Oh, crap. Do you see what I see?
Anyway.
He's supposed to be working.
Look. He said I made it.
Oh, no.
For those you don't know, that is my father and her husband.
They know who he is.
Well, not everybody.
And he's supposed to be working.
Yeah. So
I hope you don't get in trouble.
He's here.
For YouTubing while he's supposed to be working.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead, sorry.
But we do have a couple of countdowns, which is exciting. We got some good stuff starting that's coming up very shortly. I've got your countdown too.
You got my...
You all right?
There's videos about cats on TikTok that was just playing.
All right, you ready for your countdown, Hannah?
Yeah.
And do you know that every one of these has something to do with you?
Oh, thank God. It only took, 8 months for that to apply?
16 days until you, Jarrell, William, and I go to Las Vegas.
Thank you, Jesus.
And we've got it all planned out now, right?
There's one thing that's tentative that I have to discuss with Jarrell.
I know what you want.
I know what I want to.
Anyway, there's some things that William and I are doing without them, and they're doing without us, and there's stuff that we're doing together.
I want to see another Cirque du Soleil show.
And William and I are going back to the Cirque du Soleil show.
Yeah, they have 2 Cirque du Soleil shows on their thing, and I only have one, and I'm trying to convince Jarrell to go see a second one. That's the tentative thing.
I think he said no already, didn't he? I think you need to learn to compromise. 16 days until Las Vegas, Hannah.
Okay.
40.
16?
Yes.
Okay.
Saturday be 2 weeks. Got it?
I need to get close.
You need to get close.
Yeah, I don't have enough close.
42 days until the Carnival Sunshine with your mother.
I forgot I was doing that.
You need clothes for that too?
Maybe.
Well, also
I don't wear shorts. I got pasty legs.
I got pasty legs, but I'm gonna wear shorts if it's hot.
You use self-tanner.
That's okay. You want some self-tanner? I'll
No.
show you some with you. There's nothing wrong with self-tanner.
I got ghost legs.
42 days of Carnival Sunshine. We'll also be with SCT Adventures and Jonathan Bailey's family from the Photog Experience. 86 days until you go back to New York with your father.
Hopefully I don't get sick this time.
And don't get the Coco Roto this time when you go. Like you did last time.
Oh, but I have tickets to see Phantom of the Opera.
Your dad's real excited about that, I'm sure.
It's about a guy who kills people. He will be happy. He loves movies like that.
So if you're not subscribed to our channel, please do so, because we would love to have you part of our family. And we were supposed to have a video come out.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we have to address that.
Yeah. A video was supposed to come out from the Glacier Bay National Park for our cruise to Alaska on Monday. So, Hannah, explain.
My external hard drive has died, so I have to go to Geek Squad and get them to recover it, because there's some things that I use on each video that's on that external hard drive, and I need it. So
by Monday we're going to have 2 vlogs?
I never ever said I don't even know if it can be fixed. So we're not even going to say when the video is going to be coming out. If I can get it fixed this weekend, then we'll have 2 videos next week, if I can get it fixed.
But you still have everything on the disc from the camera, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The stuff that you actually filmed on this past trip is not gone. It is stuff that I use on every video that's on the
like the intro and stuff like that.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes.
You don't want to just do it all over again?
Absolutely. Do you know how long that took me? Do you know how long that took me the first time? I cried the first time. I'm not doing that again.
But you're getting this done on Saturday.
I said I will try. I'll see if I can fix it. After the Geek Squad.
Okay. We'd like to recognize our moderators. We have Meg's Fun Time. We've added SCT Adventures. Thank you, Greg, for agreeing to doing that.
Oh, you finally did that.
I did. Anthony Simone, J&N Travels, Rayleigh Creative Travel, Fisher Fun Ventures, Lovey's Fat Life, and Foreman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes. Thank you, moderators. We appreciate y'all. So now I think we need to introduce our special guest, and then we're going to say hello to everybody together. So we're going to have him on the screen with us. So we want to introduce our wonderful guest. He is so ready to do this. He is fully on the ship.
Immersed.
He's
dedicated.
But he's on the ship right now.
He's dedicated. He's immersed. He's immersed in
What's the area called that he's in?
Bridge.
Yeah, he's on the bridge right now.
In the bridge.
He's in the bridge. Thank you, Hannah. Would you like to talk?
You're asking me like you need help.
Straight from the captain's bridge on what cruise ship we don't know. We have Captain Billy J. Travels. There he is.
There.
So who's manning the ship right now? There's somebody back there, right?
My second mate back there, because first mate Meg is in the chat. So
okay.
First mate Meg.
Yeah, Meg's manning the ship of our channel right now.
Hello, first mate Meg.
First mate Meg. Hello, Meg from Meg's Fun Time. Let's tell everybody hello.
Hello.
Hey, Mary Ellen Dillon. Hey, Felicia. Good to see you. And there's Greg. Hello, hello. Thank you, Greg, for agreeing to taking care of adding you to the moderator list.
The captain's on the screen and in the chat.
And there he is. The captain is here.
I'm here.
Hey, Ryan. Good to see you. And there's Janice. Hello, Janice. She's eating dinner and listening. Thank you, Janice. And Moonlight Ventures. Hello. Good to see y'all. And hello, Cruise Nuts. And Holly, hello, hello. And Travel or Bus. Hi, guys. Good to see you. Hey, Janice.
I'm looking, and there's
the booger, William.
Oh, God.
That I'm married to.
That's my father.
Now we need Jarrell to join us.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jim Bees. Johns. Hello, hello from San Antonio. That's one of my husband's favorite places to visit in San Antonio. Hey, Betsy. Good to see you. Hi, Kaya from Just Kaya TV. She's doing Vlogtober.
Go girl.
Hannah would kill me if I told her I wouldn't do Vlogtober. She about disowned me for, what was
Vlogmas.
that? Vlogmas. Hey, Tony G. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
I knew what you saw, Hannah. Are you talking about my father? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah.
We just ignore that. Hey, Joe.
We're not ignoring you. We're not ignoring you, Mary Ellen.
No.
We're ignoring my father.
Yeah, he misbehaves.
Yeah. He's great.
Icon of the Seas. I know. I saw that today.
What?
New ship from Royal Caribbean, the Icon of the Seas.
Betsy said your hair looks great.
Thank you.
Did you say something about your hair?
No, thank you, Betsy. Just like the fall leaves change in fall, the hair color changes in the fall.
Okay. Here you go. There's a countdown.
101 days until the Carnival of Freedom. And they're 26 away from 700. So if y'all haven't subscribed to Moonlight Adventures, please do. And Billy J, you just hit a big milestone too, didn't you?
Yep, just hit 600 subscribers. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very good. It's 16 days until she's on the celebration. I'm jealous of that, Mary Ellen Dillon.
There's one of my favorite Canadians.
Nick Tours. Hello, Nick.
I miss you, Nick. We should go to New York, Nick. Thank you. All right.
Hey, James. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
I am reading every single comment, so if it takes me a little bit, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Oh my gosh, my eyes. Oh, hello. There we go. Found.
Hey, Paul Vines from PSV Odyssey. Good to see you.
Looking through the chats. Looking through. My eyes just got really dry. There we go.
Hey, Ricky Ocean. Good to see you.
International Man of Leisure. What they
Back up. Is he talking about your hard drive?
Yes.
Okay.
Because then SET said losing data isn't. Yes, it is. I was up at 5 a.m. finishing up the video, and I saw that the light wasn't coming on, and I was like, "Am I tired?" Or I'm holding on to the duck.
Are you having?
Do not take my duck.
Okay.
And I was like, "Am I tired?" And then I realized after an hour, I just gave up. It was at 5 a.m. He's got his brain.
42. Up. We got a brain too. What's yours? Do you have a name for yours, Billy J?
This is Billy Brain.
This is Sherry Brain.
Let's see. Oh, he's on the ship in cap number 2.
This is cat number 4, actually.
Oh.
What happened to? I know what happened.
I guess we need to know why we're number 4.
Cap number 2 was my backup, but I don't like the fit of it, and I bought cap 2 and 3 together, and they're both the same fit. I don't like them, so I bought another captain's hat. This is cap 4, and this fits much better.
And cap 1 went into the sea.
It's in the Grand Cayman right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's important.
Hey, Hope Faith, good to see you.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. There we go.
Hey, CME Traveling, Kurt and Marsha.
Got a question.
Can I be your third mate or your cabin boy?
No.
But he could be your bartender.
Yes, that'll work.
He'd be a good bartender. Hey, Jeffrey, great to see you.
It's a snazzy outfit.
I know.
Ahoy, Captain Billy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. She just kind of said she's tired from Vlogtober. I said, I bet you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it our first year that we did? It was during 2020 when we weren't traveling. And I was like, Hannah, let's do Vlogmas. I thought she's gonna kill me.
I was.
I'm never allowed to do it again.
Got the Woo Crew. Woo Crew.
Oh, hey, Woo Crew. Hey, life is good today. And they're having I guess it's a okay moment a good moment for them, but a sad moment for everybody where they're going to have to, it's going to be their last Thursday at 9 o'clock tonight. Hey, Together We Travel. Good to see you.
They have 21 days until the Carnival Liberty.
Nice. That's not far at all.
Guess who found us?
Hey, Daphne. Good to see you. William's in the chat, too. Daphne is married to William's cousin. Very sweet family member.
I'm looking. I think we're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to jump in and start asking you some questions, Billy J.
Yeah, we're going to jump in 14 minutes later.
That's like, well, it's okay. And I know what you're clicking on. I'm sorry, but Lovey's Fat Life will not be live tonight, so it's okay if we go over a little bit. So we're going to try to get all these questions in. But if you have a question for Captain Billy J, for Billy, please put question and then just put what your question is. And if you are a creator supporter, just put hashtag creator supporter in the chat, and Hannah will highlight you on the screen. And let's get started, Billy J. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. For those that may not know, tell everyone where you are from.
First 35 years of my life, I lived in the great state of Iowa. Not on a farm. I lived in a city of 100,000 people. So it was like one of the biggest cities in Iowa. And I got tired of the winters and cold up there. And 6 years ago, I moved down to the lovely state of Florida, in Pensacola, Florida. Not quite where I want to be at. I really want to be down in Orlando.
Yeah.
But I had a friend that moved here, and she offered me a place to stay at. And so I moved down here and started working. And eventually I'm going to make it down to Orlando, hopefully in the next year or so. But
So what draws you to it? I know there's a lot of wonderful things in Orlando, but what mainly draws you to Orlando?
Well, not only do I love cruises, I'll be closer to the cruise ports, but I also love Disney and Universal, so I would definitely get annual passes to both of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Hannah, you would like that, wouldn't you?
Mhm. I would take my wand, like I would like finish off work, and then when they close, like if the park closed at 9, my butt would go there and do some spells, then wake up to go to work the next day. I would be like
a night wizard.
No. I would be like in the finance profession during the day and wizarding at night. That's what I do.
That's what little girls dream of.
Yeah.
So tell us what your channel is all about.
Well, travels, cruises. Started off as travels. I went to Boston, Massachusetts area. That's one of my first couple vlogs. And then, because then I had a cruise finally, because cruising had just started back up last year. And then so I was able to jump on a cruise. And so most of my content's cruising, but I do have other travels as well.
I thought you had something. I'm sorry. So when did you start your channel? What made you decide to start vlogging?
Well, I always, on vacations, I'd always record videos and pictures for myself and post on Facebook and stuff. And then I signed up for a cruise. So then I started checking out YouTube videos. And then I thought, well, maybe I could put stuff up on YouTube. And that's how I started doing that.
So what was the first cruise you vlogged for YouTube?
First cruise I vlogged was actually not Carnival, even though most of my cruises have been Carnival, but it was a Royal Caribbean. I went on Allure of the Seas.
Nice. What do you mainly? So you're mainly doing Carnival now. So of all your cruises, your majority is Carnival.
Yeah, I've had 6 cruises on Carnival and 1 on Royal.
And why do you prefer Carnival?
I did great casino offers from Carnival.
I do too. I agree with that.
All right.
Did you have a question?
No, not a question, just
Okay.
a statement.
I want to be the piano bar entertainer if we are auditioning for positions on your ship.
If you can stay on key, Greg, if you can. I don't know.
I think
if you were on Captain Billy J's ship,
he said Paul said he would play bass.
Oh yeah, because he's the world okayest guitar player.
Yeah, guitar. A bass is a 4-string guitar.
Yeah. So what would if you were on if Billy J was your captain, what would you like to do on his cruise ship?
See, the thing is that, like, I think strategically, I would be the person that does the karaoke every night.
He manages karaoke.
Yep.
You want to be on the fun squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got somebody.
Hey, Ocean to Ocean Travel. Great to see you. I think if I was on your ship, Billy J, I want to. This is really odd, but I want to work at the guest services desk.
Why would you ever?
I'm so nosy. I want to see what they complain about.
No. Your nosiness will turn into anger in like 5 hours after working there.
I would really like to know what some of this. I just want to be able to laugh when I finish my job for the day. Like, you would not believe what this person had a problem with.
I would be crying. I would be like, it'll just take one Karen.
I think it's because I used to be a school principal that I've heard it all. So I'm like, I think I can handle it.
Yeah, but you used to be able to be like, okay, Miss Jones, if you can't talk nicely to me, I'll be hanging up the phone until you can calm down.
I would dismiss them.
No, you can't do that. Guest services, they're in your face.
I would like to do that. So were there any YouTube channels that you watched before beginning your channel that inspired you to become a travel vlogger?
Yeah, because I had booked some Carnival cruises, so I was looking at Carnival or YouTube videos on Carnival. I found Adventures Ahead with Josh and Michelle, and then I was also watching Cruising with Josh Holcomb, and then I found La Vida Loca and all kinds of different channels like that.
Yeah, there are so many wonderful channels out there for sure. If you're gonna go on any cruise, you can definitely find some great videos on that cruise ship for sure.
I'm just doing
okay. And what if somebody came to you, Billy J, and they're like, I want to start vlogging, but I'm kind of nervous about it. What kind of tips would you give them about starting off with vlogging, especially on travel vlogging?
Well, if they're going to use their phone, make sure your phone is horizontal. But I just have fun with it. Record it. There's a lot of videos on cruises, but someone wants to see your perspective on it. So
Right.
show yourself in the video and show your personality. Show your personality, and you'll get people to watch, and that's what I recommend.
Yeah, and I think kind of find a different twist on things than everybody else. Sometimes you have to kind of really think through your content of how you can do something differently. So, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say something.
What were you gonna say?
Hold on.
Thank you, seeing me traveling.
It's Moonlight. What Moonlight said. That.
I would complain about it being too hot on the private island.
I understand, because I worked in guest services not guest services, but I worked in customer service for a long time. And I would be like, my sarcasm would come out so hard if somebody looked at me with a straight face like that. And I would start laughing and be like, are you serious? And be like, I'm so sorry. I have to walk away before I catch the stupid. It's like, that's how it would have to be.
I was watching Sea Leg Journeys morning show one morning. I don't know if it's this week or last week. And they were talking about true stories of things that people have complained about on cruise ships. And one couple wanted to get their money back because they got sunburned. They got severely sunburned and they didn't enjoy their cruise.
Whose fault is that?
Right.
You can't teach stupid. Like, that's the whole thing.
But my favorite story they told was, they said that, and I've got to look this up because this is so funny, but they said that a couple was angry with the cruise line because they were left in port. They stayed too long and the ship left. And they were angry because they said they had left a note on their bed to explain why they would be a little late.
Why'd you leave if you knew you were going to be late?
And they wrote it to the captain.
Oh!
They wrote the note to the captain.
You can't teach stupid.
They thought their
I didn't get the note. I didn't get the note.
He said he didn't get the note. That's why they got left.
No, they left them. That's right. They were mad because the room store didn't give the captain the note. They had something, an excursion that would be late.
Do you mean you can't fix stupid? No, there's two things. You can't teach stupid, and you can't fix stupid.
Yeah, you can't fix stupid. So what are you using to film and edit your vlogs?
Mostly use my GoPro. It's a Hero 9 Black. But I also use my cell phone sometimes. But mostly my GoPro Hero. And I have I don't have like a DJI or anything like that. I just hold it manually. So
yeah, we've been
has a built-in stabilizer in it anyway, so it helps out.
We've been using our cell phones a lot more lately. I mean, I still have my Canon, but we just find that sometimes it's just easier to bring your cell phone out, and I think you can't even tell the difference. Can you?
Especially when you try to be incognito. When you're like in a place that it's like, oh, you can't film, and it's like, oh, well, I'm just taking a picture.
Oh, what did he say?
There's never a stupid question, just stupid people.
Aren't you working? So you also, if y'all haven't checked out Billy J's channel, his thumbnails are pretty on point. He has some good thumbnails. So tell us, what are you using a specific program to create those thumbnails?
I'm just using Canva. So Canva works great. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to make good thumbnails or pretty good thumbnails, and I've improved quite a bit since my original one. So I just learned different tips here and there, and yeah, I mean, it takes me probably 5-10 minutes to put a thumbnail together, and done.
Yeah. Because I did thumbnails for our channel, and I've even gone back to old videos and edited and put a new thumbnail on it to try to make it look better, because our first ones were kind of scary.
We thought we actually had to use photos from within the video.
Yeah, because we were using the TubeBuddy or whatever thumbnail program. It was like,
It looked bad.
It was bad. I still need to go back and fix several others, but I've done a good many of them. So, if you had to choose the favorite of all the videos on your channel, like if somebody says, well, if I want to check out your channel, which video should I watch? What's the best one? What's your favorite one?
Well, it's not a cruise video. It's actually, I have a couple different ones. My train video I did, I took a train up in New Hampshire, and I like that because I just like the music that I put in it. And then I also like my river tubing trip from hell. Went on a river tubing trip and it was terrible. And I had fun. I had fun editing that, and I didn't have fun on the tubing trip, but I had fun editing it. So those are my two favorite ones.
And tell everybody why that was a hell trip for you.
Well, the girl I'm with, I've gone tubing with her before, but we always end up like over on the side of the creek or river, and it gets stuck in the bush and stuff. We didn't have anything to paddle with. It was raining. It was cold rain, and then also they closed down the river, so the idiots that I was with decided to go to the creek and go tubing down the creek. Well, the creek was flooded too because of all the rain we had, and it was just not a good time to go tubing.
He's gonna get fired.
William.
Not you, Billy.
I'm talking about mine.
Are you a William?
Yes, I'm a William.
Okay.
Yeah, his family calls him Billy, and he goes by Billy when he's around them. But he never told me that when we met that he goes by Billy. He told me to call him William.
Do not get fired.
Legally, I go by William, but then I answer the Bill, Billy, Captain, all kinds of different names.
Do not get fired. Keep the gossip to yourself.
We're not going to tell you what he does for a living because that would make it even worse. So how many cruises have you taken?
6. I was on the Carnival Dream twice, Allure of the Seas, Carnival Elation, Carnival Glory. 7. Carnival Mardi Gras and Carnival Horizon. So I actually been on 7.
That's nice. So if you had to tell us which ship so far that you've taken a cruise on is your favorite, tell us what it is and why that's your favorite.
Carnival Dream. It's the first ship I was on, and I love the size of it. I mean, it's not a huge ship. It's not a small ship. It's right in the middle, and it has pretty much everything you need. And that's why I sailed on it twice, because I loved it the first time. So I went on it again.
We were on the Carnival Dream in 2012. So 10 years ago. We were on the Carnival Dream. Yep.
Rhonda?
No, when we were with me and Poppy's 50th anniversary and all those couples were with them.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was my parents' 50th anniversary cruise. So what other trips do you have planned for the future?
Well, right now I only have one cruise booked, but that's going to change. I have the non-group cruise sponsored by Adventures Ahead and Beach Please. That's October of next year on the celebration. So I'm looking forward to seeing the celebration that's coming up, and looking forward to going on it in a year from now. But I'm going to book some more cruises. I have 2 free cruise offers, one from Norwegian. So I've never been on Norwegian before, so I'm excited. I got to book that. I have 7 days to book that cruise, so I need to find something to book. And then I also have a free offer from Royal Caribbean. So I'm going to jump back on Royal Caribbean at some points too. So hopefully in the next 3 months or so.
So now you need to tell everybody how you get these free offers.
Casino. So the Carnival Dream, when I moved down to Florida and I played at the local casino, well, I guess I played there too much, and they sent me a free cruise voucher from the casino. and that was for Carnival. And so then I got hooked on the Carnival that way. And then I play in the casino in Carnival, and I get free offers. Then there's a website called urcompt.com, and you submit your casino offers for like free cruises to them, and then they want to take your business to different cruise lines. So they work with Royal Caribbean, they work with Celebrity, and stuff like that. So that's how I got the Royal Caribbean one. So they offered me a cruise voucher for that.
Nice.
And then this Norwegian one is actually from another casino that I gamble at, or actually is one I gambled at in New Hampshire when I went for my trip up there, and I got a cruise voucher from them. So I'm excited to try Norwegian.
Do you gamble a lot when you're on the cruise ship itself?
Not a whole lot, but enough. I've learned over time how to be a smart gambler, and so the last 3 or 4 cruises, I've come out with a profit out of the casinos on the cruises.
So do you want to give any tips to those that are gambling at the casinos? What's your advice?
You just look for like the slots. On the slots, look for a high progressive, like the majors. Usually they max out at like 1,000. You try to find those ones. I also play video poker, which actually is better odds than the slot machines and better than table games. So I do play a little bit of that as well.
And this is off the topic of cruising. You were big into sweepstakes too, right?
Yes.
So tell us about what got you involved in doing the sweepstakes thing, and how much time do you spend investing into it?
Yeah, so that's another hobby of mine. And actually, I had a YouTube channel before this one that I had that was devoted to sweepstakes and contests. I didn't have it for too long, but my mom would always enter, like, if you go in a grocery store, there'd be like a raffle drawing for a grill or a bike. She'd sign up for that. And then I got me interested in that way. And then when I turned 18, I was entering sweepstakes online. Because that's usually the legal age. So you had to be 18 for most sweepstakes. And my first trip that I won was a trip to Vegas, but I had to sign up under my dad's name because I was 20 years old, and you had to be 21 to enter the sweepstakes. So I signed him up, and he actually won the grand prize trip to Vegas. And so my favorite wins are all trips that I've won. Through sweepstakes. I've won 8 trips so far. And entering, I used to enter everything. So I would spend hours entering sweepstakes. Now I have to work full time and go on cruises and captain. I probably enter maybe like an hour a day sweepstakes. Sometimes the weekends will be more, but I enter a lot less, but I also enter sweepstakes that are better chances of winning at.
I think you need to start that channel back up.
I still have it out there. I just don't update it.
Yeah, because that's something that I think people would find really interesting.
He's like, I don't want to share my secrets.
That's true. They know how other people would enter anyway.
I did do a live show a couple months ago. I did how to enter sweepstakes for cruises.
Yeah.
So I did, in my live show, I talked about how to go and find them and enter those. So
that's so cool, though. So besides trips, what's the coolest thing you've won? Like something like tangible. Yeah, thank you.
I've won a mini Mountain Dew fridge. I've won a diamond necklace. I've won a gaming laptop that was $2,500. I've won gas cards, like $500 gas cards, and different things.
We need another hobby.
I'm just contemplating life. I just won a gaming laptop. It was worth $2,500. Do you know, if I would have done that, I would have been like, here you go, Jarrell, Merry Christmas. I would be like the best girlfriend ever.
I should have kept the gaming laptop, but I actually sold it because I didn't need one at the time. But now I need a new laptop right now. So
yeah,
I wish I had it.
Oh my goodness gracious! I have no idea
what are you doing?
What the heck is my father talking about?
What is he?
He's blue.
Oh gosh. Y'all just ignore William right now. He should be working. So what, you already talked about some cruises. What kind of, do you have any other trips planned for the future besides your cruises?
No, not yet. Cruises coming up, and then we'll eventually have to go back to Iowa. I also do, not only do I do a captain for cruising and sweepstakes, but I'm also a pro wrestling referee. So I might go back to Iowa and referee a pro wrestling show. They'll have a Hall of Fame show every year in July, so I might go back for that this coming year.
He's like one of the most interesting people you've ever talked to.
He keeps opening his mouth, and I'm not expecting what he's about to say. And when he said pro wrestling referee, I'm just like, do you ever get in the way?
You ever get hurt?
No. There's a couple times I've gotten hurt, but yeah, I learned to stay out of the way.
I can only imagine one of those dudes like backing up into me, like, I'm not getting knocked out of the ring because of your butt.
We should just have a whole discussion about all the interesting facts that Billy can tell us about
Well,
herself.
I mean, Meg just said, like, you have a lot of cats. And I'm like, this is very much true.
Yes.
Well, anything else you want to tell us that we just won't expect to come out of your mouth?
I'm a singer. I went with, I joined my university glee club back in college, and we went to Europe 3 times. I got to sing in Germany, Austria, Italy, Czech Republic. We got to sing in the Vatican, at the Basilica. So.
He just needs to write a book. The book about Billy J.
It just keeps going.
All right.
You know, I thought he was about to be like, oh, there's nothing interesting about me. Yeah, I sing and I traveled.
I sang in the Vatican. You know, that your coworker back behind you hasn't moved from that post the whole time, so he's working really hard for you. You can keep him
man in the ship.
Are you going back to Helen for the meetup next year?
Well, that's the thing. There's a cruise going on at the same time, the Carnival Pride, the Helping Hands for Cruising. So I'm thinking that I might use one of my casino offers, hopefully, and maybe go on that cruise. Yeah. So if I go on a cruise, if I don't go on a cruise, then yeah, I'll try to make the Helen, Georgia meetup again, because that was fun last time we had it.
We had the pleasure of sitting at the captain's table.
When I first heard how deep his voice was, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I had a feeling he sang, though, when I heard how deep his voice is.
when you first talked to me, and I never seen one of your videos, like, up until Helen, and you first said something, I was like, whoa. like that's why I say, like, whenever you open your mouth, I'm not expecting what's about to happen.
That was so cold. That was the coldest weekend ever with that.
Yes,
we were staying closer to Hiawassee.
We were stuck on a mountain.
And we were stuck on the mountain when the snow came. We were like, what? I was messaging Blaine going, are the roads safe? Because he said something he'd been riding around. I was like, are the roads safe? Can we make it down the mountain?
It's like, he's debuting his Broadway show this summer. International Man of Mystery.
There you go. They're making new names for you.
They offered you the Pope ship.
They offered you the Pope ship.
I have a question of, what is your favorite color?
Are you trying to figure out my password questions?
Not me.
Actually, green for money, and I also like black and white because of my black and white stripes for roughing.
What's your favorite color, Hannah?
Green.
What's the only color we wear?
Black. I wore green 3 times this week. Though.
Yeah, we do wear green. I wear blue too.
I wear green. Green's my favorite.
So what's your favorite place that you have visited so far during your travels? Since you've done everywhere.
When I was back in university Glee Club, went to Austria. I love Salzburg, Austria. where they did The Sound of Music. I filmed it at. It's awesome there, and if I had all the money in the world, I would probably live in that area because I just love the mountains, and it's pretty awesome. And the people are nice, and the food is good, and the beer is really good over there.
Have you ever seen The Sound of Music?
No, I've never seen The Sound of Music.
I've never seen The Sound of Music. I just know the hills are alive.
You like Broadway musicals, and you haven't listened to The Sound of Music?
I haven't seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I have seen that.
There's another one I haven't seen, and people are like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" Yeah.
Hello, Dolly.
Yeah, no. Nope.
You saw Oklahoma.
Oh no, we're talking about movies.
Oh, he said Broadway musicals.
No, but he says you love Broadway musicals, but you've never seen The Sound of Music.
Oh yeah,
that's what he said. Yeah, no.
So, what's your dream destination that you have not visited yet?
Well, I got two. One is to go to Denmark because most of my family is from the Denmark area, so I'm half Danish, half German. So I'd love to go there, but I also really want to go to Japan, Tokyo. They have the Disney Tokyo at sea over there. I'd love to go to that place.
So would she.
See, the thing is with Japan, I feel like I would just need to build up my time off because I need to be there for like 3 weeks.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Like, you can spend a whole week at the Disney resorts there and not do everything. Like, Tokyo Disney Sea is so big. And it's beautiful. And, yeah, I won't get into that. This is not my show today.
So what's coming up next on your YouTube channel, Billy?
Right now I've been putting out Carnival Horizon vlogs. I'm editing my one from Cozumel right now, and hopefully we'll put that out maybe tomorrow or Saturday. And then I'll have probably 2 or 3 more vlogs out of that. And then I'll be done because I don't have any more content. I'm going to our local fair is starting up. I might go film over at the local fair, but I'm actually kind of slowing down a little bit on the YouTube side. I'm not doing my live shows right now on Saturdays, so it's kind of take some time, enter more sweepstakes, and referee pro wrestling, and I got other things on the burner that I want to do, but I'll still be active in the chat live shows, and I'll post stuff every now and then as well. So
yeah. Now, are you going to resume live streams, or are you just taking a break for a while? Like
taking a break for a while until I feel like I want to do it again, and then I probably will. It's just hard as one person because I'm the only person on my live show, so it's hard for one person to do a live show for an hour. Plus, if you don't have any cruises booked for a while, it's hard to talk about cruising. And so, it's a lot easier when you have like 2 people like you do, or multiple people. Then you can have a conversation. But it's kind of hard with one person. And I'm also an introvert. You wouldn't suspect it, but I'm an introvert. So it's kind of hard for me to put myself out there because after doing a live show, I'm pretty well drained and I don't want to see anybody or do anything afterwards. So.
Yeah, when we were in Helen, you were pretty quiet at the table for a little bit. You started talking, but you were quiet at first. You're like, okay.
And then when you see him in the live chat, you're like, what?
He woke up.
I'm a great listener, so I listen to everyone's stories and stuff. But once I get to know you better, then usually I'm open up, and then you'll see the real Captain come out.
Yeah. So look at there. We're at Travel Adventures with Eric B. He is on the Carnival Horizon right now. And Kenny said hello. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Kenny, Eric.
I cannot wait to hear what Kenny says about his first cruise.
Are the Down Under cruises?
Yeah, the Down Under cruises are on there.
Australia.
Blaine's on there.
Australia.
Mallory.
We got a question is, what is your favorite port?
What is your favorite port?
Ooh. Favorite port would be San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Thanks, Dad.
I've only been there once on a cruise, but I also flew there once for a trip that I'd won. And so I just love San Juan, old San Juan, just great architecture there, and pina coladas, and the old forts and everything. It's a pretty awesome place.
Okay, when you keep saying the trip that I won, the trip where did you win? Like
Okay.
where?
All right. So my first trip was Vegas, and then I won
Okay.
2 trips to your favorite place, New York City.
Okay.
Yep. And then I've won a trip to Orlando when I was back in Iowa. I've won a trip to Rhode Island, of all places. I've won, won a trip to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and I won a trip to Paris, France. But they didn't give me the airfare for it. They just gave me the cash equivalent of the trip. So I really didn't get to go to Paris, but they gave me the money for it.
So what kind of sweepstakes did you enter for Paris, France?
That was a one-time entry. You just enter once, and it was for they had jewelry. So the sweepstakes was $2,000. It was supposed to be $1,000 for airfare, and then $1,000 for like I don't know, hotel or whatever. But they gave me $1,000 gift card to a jewelry place, and then the other 1,000 was like cash that they gave me. So that's what it was for. And then also I won a trip to Beverly Hills, California, and I got to go to Universal in California.
So most of these trips you won, besides the Paris one, they give you like hotel, airfare.
Yeah, most of the time they'll give you hotel, airfare, ground transportation. The New York City one, I stayed right by Central Park, one of those trips, and it was like a 5-star hotel. And then the other New York City trip, that was as for a heavy metal concert. I skipped the heavy metal concert. So yeah, so sometimes you'll get some other excursions and stuff. The Orlando one, they actually did not give me airfare. I had to fly myself down to Orlando, but at that time flights are cheap. They're like $100 or less. So I got down there just fine, but they cover the rest. They cover the hotel, which was a 5-star hotel in Orlando, and it's pretty fun.
So what was the heavy metal band?
Death Clock.
Do you know this?
No, I can't see him there.
No.
He would be like, he would walk in because he says he's an introvert. When you walk into a heavy metal place with something called death, like death. Clock.
Death.
Okay, walking into a place like that, I bet you if he walked in there, he saw what he was about to stand amongst, he would have been like, cool, great. I'll take my picture and I will prove I'm here and I'm gonna go.
That was awesome. It was a hotel right by Times Square, so I spent most of my time in Times Square. It was pretty awesome there. And then the first New York trip I won was actually a West Side Story sweepstakes, and so they gave me like the West Side Story on DVD, and then I got 12 months worth of roses. So every month I got roses. It was a romantic vacation. But I took my dad to New York.
He took his dad.
So cute.
But
Did you get the roses too? Who'd you give the roses?
Supposed to be tickets to Broadway show, but my dad doesn't like Broadway, so we're going to go to a Mets baseball game instead. But then it rained, and so it rained out, so we never got to go to either one.
Hannah wants to know who got the roses.
I did. Yeah, I would give them to like my friend's mom and stuff like that. So
I don't like flowers. If I would have got that, I would have gone to my work and given it to like all the clients that came in. Here's a rose.
Hannah doesn't like flowers, and she was before she started dating Jarrell. When she would date guys, I'd be like, "Don't give her flowers; it's the kiss of death. She hates flowers."
That flower better be having roots in the ground, because the fact that you just picked that flower to give it to me is dumb.
She's a weird chick.
Betsy got a question. She said, "Who is your favorite Betsy that ever cruised?"
I can't think of any. No, I suppose it's Betsy from Beach Please in the Carnival Horizon. It was awesome.
That's a good answer.
I can imagine Betsy is a lot of fun to cruise with, for sure.
Yeah, her and Mike are pretty crazy.
They are wonderful people, for sure.
It's Time to Cruise is here.
Hello, it's Time to Cruise.
We're talking
Croatia. Nice.
Let's see. Let's take a look. I just can't get over the year's worth of flowers.
So if you're in the chat and you are not subscribed to Billy J's channel, y'all have just heard so much about him already, so you definitely need to subscribe. He's a man of many stories.
There was
man of mystery.
International Man of Mystery. There was a contest. I don't know if you're registered to vote, but I didn't enter it. I should have entered it.
Yeah, you're registered to vote.
I know, but if you're registered to vote, Beetlejuice, it's on their Twitter page. Beetlejuice the Musical was giving out a free trip to New York to stay in the Beetle Suite, is what they call it. Like, it's a Beetlejuice themed hotel room in the Marriott Marquis, which is in Times Square, and you got tickets to the Beetlejuice show. So if it's still open, you should, with your luck, you should do that.
I signed up for it already.
If you win it and you don't want to go, Hannah says she will take your tickets.
All right.
But it would be a great vlogging opportunity because it's the Beetle Suite.
Yeah, room tour would be awesome.
Yeah. You already entered it. The fact that you know about it. Where do you find these things?
Is there a website that you find all these?
Yeah, there's websites that are called aggregates. So basically, they collect all the sweepstakes out there. So you go out there, and I enter the ones that are ending soon to make sure I get my entry in for those. But then you can also search by category. So they have like trips, they have electronics, they have home goods, and so you enter the ones you want to enter. And yeah, that's how I find them. Some of them are free, but then there are ones that I do pay for one website, and those ones, the sweepstakes are easier to win because there are not as many people entering. Because you either have to like send a video in or send in a picture and stuff, and some people won't make the effort to do that, and so the chances of winning those sweepstakes are better.
So what's the weirdest thing you ever won?
I've won kind of weird. Let's see. I've won a year's supply of potatoes. Not potato, but hash browns. Hash browns is what I won. A year's supply of hash browns.
Were they frozen?
They're like instant ones or something like that. You pour water in them and heat them up or something. I don't know. They weren't very good.
He's not been partaking in them too much.
I ended up donating them to the food bank.
Oh, that's great.
That's a great idea.
That's great.
Really.
A lot of my things that I win, I'll try to. If someone wants something, I'll give it to them. Most of the time, I just enter for ones that I want to win, so I usually keep the prize. But there are occasional ones where I also will sell prizes as well too. So.
He has such a good heart.
I know. Yeah, Nick P in the house. 78 days. Oh, Nick P has an amazing trip coming up. 78 days until his flight to Europe. He signed up today to spend 3 nights in a 5-star castle resort.
It better be haunted.
And he's getting a custom-made suit for himself in Ireland.
It better be green.
It better be green. No. Hannah's saying you better be in a haunted castle and it better have a green suit.
And you tell me you're going to get a custom-made suit and you're going to go to Ireland and you're not going to look like a leprechaun? That's what I would do. I am short, I have freckles, I'm pale, and I'm a redhead. Do you think
Nick Pete is not?
I'm gonna say I would dress up like a little leprechaun and be like, "Oh, there's my pot of gold."
And what would you drink as you're doing this?
A Guinness. Okay, Meg keeps saying I don't want to put the user in timeout.
Oh, pizza rolls.
Yeah, like what is with the pizza rolls?
Tell
is
about
I want a whole bunch of pizza rolls, like 8 bags worth.
like a Tostinos.
Yeah, Tostinos. Yeah.
Okay, do you know that's what I lived off of the entire time I was in COVID? I had a bag of 200 pizza rolls, and that's what I ate because I couldn't taste anything. So I ate pizza rolls every day.
Yeah,
That's how I stayed alive.
I won like 1,000 pizza rolls. So yeah,
Where do you put them? They have to be frozen.
You must have an extra freezer.
yeah, I have an extra freezer space, so I totally ate them because I do like them. So
She does too.
Yeah, I do. The pizza rolls are the reason I'm alive right now. I had no taste.
Her parents also delivered food to her.
And coffee.
And coffee.
Coffee was the struggle.
Starbucks. I kept bringing her Starbucks.
No, because my work has an espresso machine. And I didn't have espresso the entire time I was out. And that was a struggle.
She was working from home.
Yeah.
So she was trying to stay awake.
Nick says the national color of Ireland is blue, not green. I never said it was the national color. I said
she would wear green.
I would wear green because I would look like a leprechaun, which are from Ireland. Yes.
And you have the red hair and the freckles.
Yes.
So, what is the ultimate goal for your channel, Billy J?
well, when I first started, I wanted to get the 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. Now that I've been doing it for a year now, my ways have changed, and I'm not so gung-ho about reaching that milestone, but just putting out content that I have, and I try to provide information in my blogs. So if you're going on a cruise, you can learn some tips and stuff and stuff like that. So I try to put some information in my blogs, and that's the main goal probably right now, is to entertain but also be informative on my blogs, and that's my main goal. It's just I'm not doing my live shows now. So
yeah, well, to be honest with you, 600 is really good for 1 year, because it took us 3 years to get to 1,000.
Wait, he's only been alive for 1 year.
Yeah, he's got 600 subscribers. That's really good.
yeah, I started August.
It took us 3 years to get to 1,000.
How long have we been doing this?
Since 2019, and we just got monetized.
It took us a year ago to get like 600.
It took us a while. Yeah. So you're doing good, Billy.
You're doing better than us. You're doing better than us. I didn't realize it. Meg said, "You'll like the captainship. We serve pizza rolls and tacos."
And hash browns.
Yeah, hash browns.
Hi, Berry Brain.
Hey, Berry Brain. Where's Show 'em Sherry? He's probably got his.
Thank God he's actually doing his work.
Go to work, will you?
Thank God.
William will be on next week, by the way.
I will not.
Hannah will not. William and I are hosting other people that are going to be on the booze cruise next October 2023 on our live next week.
I got a break.
And I guess you and Jarrell need to do the next week then.
I never said that.
Give me a break.
Speaking of the booze cruise, I would love to be on that cruise, but unfortunately, the non-group cruise gets out in Miami the same day that cruise goes out in New Orleans. So
yeah.
My flight would have to be exactly on time from Miami to New Orleans. So I don't know. I would love to do that one, but
yeah, that would be quite stressful, I would think.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I make us get like a 2-hour, 3-hour layover in places because we've had a bad experience of getting delayed.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna ask you just a couple more things. I'm just gonna ask you some favorites for cruising. Okay. What is your favorite? It could be your favorite drink on a cruise ship. It could be alcoholic, non-alcoholic, beer, whatever.
On Carnival, it used to be the Miami Vice I would get for a drink, but now I get what's the name of it now? Oh, Kiss on the Lips. I love Kiss on the Lips.
Yeah.
I actually tried Alchemy Bar for the first time. I've never had a drink at the Alchemy Bar, and I know why, because they're too strong for me. I had the pain relief, and it was way too strong, and I like the fruity drinks that you get at the bar, which is not as strong.
Yeah, I like the Alchemy Bar, but I think I have never asked them just to create something for me because I've heard you could tell them what your favorite flavors and things are, and they'll create something for you. And I kind of want to do that. Have them like create me something. What are you looking to my laugh about? I'm more of a kiss on the neck kind of guy.
I'm not kissing you on the neck, Paul.
No, nope. I'm just struggling over here.
All right, another favorite. What's been your favorite excursion you've ever taken?
It was actually an excursion I did not have planned, but Gary Krebs talked me into it because I was on a solo cruise by myself because my friend was not able to go on the cruise with me, so I went by myself. And I did not have anything booked for Belize, but Gary talked me into it. So I went cave tubing and zip lining in Belize, and that was one of my favorite excursions because it was fun. It wasn't fun taking the tube around the mountain because that was about a half-hour climb, and it was kind of cold, and the water was cold. But once you got there, it was fun tubing. And then I went zip lining for the first time after that, and it was fun. So that was my favorite excursion.
That sounds like fun.
Did you get all muddy?
No, it wasn't that bad. It was just cold. The water was cold, and yeah.
Do you remember all the people that went cave tubing when we were in Belize, and we knew they were cave tubing because they were covered in mud?
They were covered in mud when they were coming back to the ship.
And I do not know why they were covered in I'm talking
like what did y'all do?
They look like they just got done doing like the marine mud run, like, covered in mud. We're like, what is wrong with you?
And nobody lets you shower off.
No, like they had to get on the ship like that.
With mud on.
I was like, no, thank you.
All right, the last one. What's the best meal you've ever had on a cruise ship?
Ooh.
Does it have to
I'm gonna go with appetizer, and it's actually on Royal Caribbean. I love the escargot in the MDR or the main dining room. I tried it once. I never had escargot before, and Anthony Simone from he talked me into trying escargot, and I had it, and I ordered it every night that I was in the dining room. So
you don't
that was
need
my favorite.
I've had it. It's not something, but you do. You've ordered it several times.
It's just like a chewy mushroom.
It tastes like mushrooms.
It tastes like a chewy, like garlic mushroom.
No, I don't like it on Carnival. Carnival has it like one night, and I do not like their escargot, but I love Royal Caribbean.
Yeah. Hannah, do you have any more questions for Billy J? Because Betsy said there's a premiere for Moonshine Adventures coming up
in 30 minutes.
Okay, in 30 minutes. Okay. I just want to make sure that we don't go over their time too.
Ooh, let me think. I'm thinking. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. You do not put me on the spot. You can write me little notes and say, you need to ask a question, Hannah. But no, you put me on the spot.
I think we need to set up Billy J on a date.
No.
No. Look at him. He's like, no.
No.
All right. So whenever you're ready, Billy J, we would like to be a matchmaker for you.
Boy, where did this come from? I never said this.
Oh, well, I'm already taken. I'm
Uh,
not married, but I'm
oh,
already
okay.
taken.
Never mind then.
I'm
Okay.
spoken for.
Okay. Never mind.
He's
then.
in the same boat as me. Don't speak for us.
Okay. I just want to make sure, Billy J, because you're a catch. We like you a lot now.
Well, thank you.
But we thank you so much for being here with us, Billy. We've just had a blast with you, and I've been excited about this all week. So, but thank you so much for joining us. And do you have anything else you want to share? Anything you want to say to the people before we go off?
I just want to say thank you for having me on. It was fun. I've been waiting for this as well too. Exciting times. So feels like kind of like Helen, Georgia again, getting to talk to everyone, and that's pretty awesome. And but yeah, thanks for having me on, and thanks everyone that has subscribed to my channel and checking out my live shows that I was having on Saturdays, and I'll be back eventually doing that. But thank you for all your support.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for being here, Billy. And I'm going to ask Hannah to close us out.
Okay. I don't think you've realized how many times I've accidentally hit the end broadcast button on. If you play back, you'll see my face, like, because I'm not used to this computer, because I haven't been on this computer the past couple of weeks. So if you've seen my face, Billy, a couple of times do something weird, it's because I've almost in this broadcast 3 times. So I'm so glad we have made it to the end with no mistakes. So happy we're able to do our whole time.
We had good internet tonight.
Yes, we had good internet. And everybody who hasn't subscribed, I have so graciously put the link on the screen, and it's also in the chat, so you don't have an excuse. Thank you. But thank you all for being here and staying till the end, and we always appreciate your love and support. And we feel that you should also love and support our guest as well. Yes. But we hope that you all stay safe out there, stay healthy, and don't forget to journey on.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.